couple of things. My bed is a mess behind me and lighting is terrible, but I have literally like 10 minutes, actually, literally 10 minutes to get ready. It is Monday, August 7th. Today's Daisy's 3rd birthday. That's my little puppy. We are leaving in 10 minutes to go to our wedding venue to drop everything off for the reception, the ceremony, and our welcome bags for guests staying the night because we're getting married at an inn. So our reception, ceremony, and our like room block is all in one place, which is so amazing, and I highly recommend doing that. If you can find like a cute inn like we did, or like a hotel you love, do that because it makes everything way more simple to have everything in one location. But anyway, we are doing that because we're dropping everything off and having our final in-person meeting with our maitre d', who's basically like running the whole wedding. I got my ring resized, my engagement ring, so it actually fits me without a ring guard. I've had a ring guard on for like a year. We've been engaged for 20 months. Don't have a long engagement, kids. Don't have one longer than a year. If you have the money to do it, do it. We didn't have the money, that's why our engagement was 20 months, but I wish we just planned a way smaller wedding. It's just too long. Today's Monday the 7th. Our wedding is Saturday the 12th. So it is officially the week I'm getting married. Also, I've been packing for the wedding weekend, but that being said, like a lot of things can't actually get packed until like the day before the wedding, which we're going down to our wedding venue and staying overnight the day before the wedding for like the rehearsal and everything. And a lot of stuff can't even get packed until we leave for our wedding weekend. And then when we get back on Sunday after the wedding, when we get back to our apartment, we have to unpack everything from that weekend and pack most of it back into our honeymoon bags. So there's a lot of moving parts. I have tons of lists of like pre-wedding weekend lists to pack. Like stuff I can't pack last minute for the wedding weekend, but also stuff I can't pack until we're back from the wedding weekend for the honeymoon. And you know, so it's like there's a lot of moving parts. It gets really confusing, but it'll be fine. You know, if I forget to pack my toothpaste, there's toothpaste in Aruba, which is where our honeymoon is. It'll be fine. I also today called to get custom mini donuts to pick up Saturday morning for a little like send off for guests. So we're not having a brunch because that's a lot of money. So all the guests that stayed over, I left a little note in the welcome bag that says like join us like during checkout to say goodbye and grab a donut and go. Basically because we don't want people lingering. Like they had a package through our venue that was like we'll set up a breakfast bar for you, or we'll set up a donut bar that comes with coffee. It was obviously more expensive than if we were to just pick up donuts ourselves, but also we don't want people to linger. We want to literally say goodbye, hand them a donut, send them on their way, because we also want to take up like the whole lobby because there are other guests outside of our wedding staying. Even though we sold out our 20 room block, but on top of that it's not a big hotel. But yeah, so I did that this morning. And then I finished packing more things. Of course, throughout the week, there'll be more and more I'm gonna pack. Okay, so if we leave right now, we're gonna be 1 minute late. So we really have to go because we're gonna be at least 5 to 10 minutes late. Which, you know, with usually when we meet with our venue, it's fine because the woman works there, but one of these guys does not work there. So he's literally just gonna be sitting around waiting for us. So anyway, I'm just gonna quickly go over what we're bringing because we also have to load the car. This is our bin of all the welcome bags. There's like, I think 26 in there. And we have, like I said, we have a 20 room block, and then I think a few other people got other rooms outside of the room block, so that's why there's extra. We have our LAR wedding little packet of everything that's in all of these boxes and like where everything needs to be put. I didn't need to make this, but I made it anyway. And then we have the checklist that they made that is not comprehensive or like, in my opinion, helpful for them. So that's why I ended up making this checklist. And then here's our basket with the sign for our reception flip-flops. It's packed to the gills, but hopefully once people start grabbing them, it'll be loosened. And then we have our basket of programs, which go watch that video because these gave me so much trouble, but look how beautiful they are. And then we have this, which is all the wands that we're taking with us for our favors. And then we have a box in here that's our reception stuff and our ceremony stuff. That is all detailed in this beautiful checklist I made. And yeah, so it's just this stuff that is getting taken today. And then this stuff is all getting taken on Friday when we go down the line. Let me grab this check before we forget. Cannot forget, this is our final payment. We cannot forget this. Today's Daisy's birthday, so I'll show you guys Daisy. Our little birthday girl. We'll celebrate with you later, girl. She's so sleepy. It's also like a super gloomy day, so she's sleepy anyway, which works in our favor, but we gotta get going. And we have so many questions we have to ask the maitre d', so maybe I'll get some answers to that. I don't know where this fits into my videos, if this is the first clip of these videos, because I know I have enough, like 10 videos going right now. Hello, welcome to the week of our wedding vlog. I don't know if this video is even gonna make any sense, but I'm gonna try to film as much as I can and throw it all together because it's the week of our wedding and I wanna remember all these moments and just get all the chaos. Like, our freaking dining room has been a mess for so long. Yeah, we have a lot to do this week, but we had even more to do last week, and we were so busy last week. But thankfully, being really busy last week allowed us to be less busy this week. So that's today. And then tomorrow we're picking up our marriage license, which, you know, sort of like anticlimactic. Like, all we have to do is pick it up. And then I have a few questions that I want to ask them, because the whole process of like sending it in and like who sends in what and like how many copies I get back and like how that works with the name change stuff. Like, I have questions about that because my mom has to send it in because we leave Monday early morning, so we won't be here on a business day. So my mom has to be the one to send in our marriage license to Red Bank that we're obtaining through Jersey City. So it's convoluted and confusing, and yeah. Okay, it's time to go. I just turned on the string lights we have in here. You can kind of see some of them in the back to give me some light coming from here because there's no window in our kitchen and the lighting is really bad. Anyway, I'm making meatballs right now. So I thought I would give you guys a little bit of an update on the meeting we just had with our venue, which was so reassuring and exciting and answered so many questions. So I wanted to just say that on here. Like, it's gonna feel like you have a million questions a week of your wedding, but every day that passes, more gets answered. And if you have any questions, I had a list of questions, and every meeting I have, you know, oh, do you have any questions? I do. And then I pull out my list, and then as they're answering them, I type it away on my phone or write it down. And then she's reaching out to the DJ for a few things. We got the timeline for the reception pretty much figured out. Got the timeline for the cocktail hour, you know, for the people doing pictures. We got that figured out so that we're not like having to like go somewhere like to another location to do our pictures for our family. Like, Zach and I are gonna be able to like spend most of cocktail hour. You know, we will be doing pictures, we're not gonna be in it, but we'll be able to spend most of it like just the two of us, and then obviously the photographer like doing our pictures, and we'll be able to get most of the family pictures done in the first like 15 minutes after the ceremony. And then once we're done with everyone, they can all enjoy cocktail hour, and then me and Zach will go off and do our pictures. And I think I was more just worried about having to be with so many people after the ceremony because I spend the whole day with everyone but Zach. So I'm happy that we'll be able to do most of our, you know, just me and Zach's pictures after the wedding because we're not doing a first look. We took a little break. We made ourselves some apps. Gotta tell you, we've been eating not the greatest before the wedding because we've been running around. We've just had no time to stop and cook, but so we're having a little appetizer, and then I have the meatballs that I'm making, but we like hardly ate today, so hence the frozen app. These are mac and cheese bites, which they're really good. I can't really hear you. There's like something in the background. Oh, I can hear you now. So were you able to look at the wedding plan yet? Yes. I can, yeah. Okay. So we were at our venue yesterday, and they just had some concerns that we weren't having any like portraits done before the ceremony for like the bridal party separate because we're not doing a first look. And I tend to agree, having only that hour during cocktail hour be all the portraits sounds like it might be too small of a time. Me and my fiance are gonna do our vows, just the two of us. So instead of a first look, we're gonna, you know, do like a first touch and do private vows like on like this corner of a wall so that we can't see each other. And we're just gonna read our vows to each other before the ceremony so that, you know, we're not nervous, we're really listening. Sorry that I look like literal hell. I just got off the phone with my photographer. I haven't spoken to him since this time last year when we did our engagement photos. He answered all my questions. He eased all of my concerns. Sorry, my air conditioning just went on, but so far, so good. Okay, I know that I've already done like a video of me getting ready in front of this mirror, but I'm doing another because that's the only time I've had lately is when I'm getting ready. And even then, like, I probably shouldn't be doing this because we have to leave in 5 minutes. So we're going to get a dinner with Zach's dad and his stepmom because they don't live in these states anymore and they just came in back to the US for our wedding. So we are going to get K-pot with them which I've actually never had before. So we're kind of leaving a little late for that, but like we just finished cleaning our entire apartment basically because we want to come home from our honeymoon to a clean house, and also we'll be gone for a while, so I don't think it's like a good idea to have like a dirty house, especially when you live in the city, because like that could attract bugs. So we just did a pretty deep clean, and then obviously before we leave on Friday we'll, you know, do one last quick little clean to like do maintenance and make sure, you know, garbages are emptied, everything, all expiring food is thrown out. But yeah, so picked up our marriage license yesterday. You have to like sign it out. Like I double checked my side of things before we signed out the papers, because once you sign them out, like you have to come back and like request them to get changed, and you have to pay like $20, and it's this big whole thing to like request a change. And I checked my side. I was like, oh Zach, you just check yours. Somehow, some way, love the guy. He was born in Staten Island. He, I guess, missed it, and on his side of the marriage license it says Staten Land. I was like, we got home and I was like looking over the papers because I, you know, wanted to like triple check even though we had already left. And I was like, Zach, this says Staten Land on it. And I had a little bit of a freak out. I like minimally freaked out on him. I did freak out a little bit, but it could have been much worse. But the thing is, like 2 weeks ago when we were getting our marriage license, it said Staten Land. When we were applying for the marriage license, it said Staten Land, and I corrected the lady, and I guess she never fixed it, because I was like, oh, it says Staten Land, like it's supposed to be Staten Island. Like, have you never, like, we live, what, 20 minutes away from Staten Island? It's right there. How do you not know? How have you not known how to spell island? How do you know it's not Staten Land, it's Staten Island? They close at 4, so we had to rush back to City Hall. And I explained what happened. I was like, listen, we're getting married Saturday. Like, we're not even going to be around on Friday to pick something up. So they were able to reissue one for us with all the corrections then and there. And everything looked good on it this time. And crisis averted. We have our marriage license and it's all correct. So thank God literally for that. But we have them in our possession. They're all correct and ready to be signed by 2 witnesses and our officiant on Saturday. I'm still a little... Oh shoot, I have to call the city we're getting married in to find out what we need to send along with the marriage licenses. I'm gonna have to make a note. Let me make a note to do that. But I spoke to the officiant yesterday, the videographer, the photographer, and everything is set and ready to go with them. I just now sent over the shot list to the photographer, which is basically just like literally a detailed list of what kind of pictures you want taken. You know, I want pictures of just me. I want pictures of me holding my bouquet. I want pictures of him, Zach, kissing me on the forehead. I want pictures of him kissing me on the cheek. Like, you have to like write these things down sometimes, otherwise they don't happen. So I just sent that to him, and then I told him that I would come with a couple of copies of a printed shot list. You know, you also have to like write down like what detail shots you want, location shots, all of that. And of course, like the photographer, if they see something pretty that's not on your list, or a moment they want that's not on your list, they will take the picture. Yeah, today was also my last day of work before the wedding. It was such a hectic, crazy busy day. Of course, everyone was like, oh, congratulations, that, you know, today's your last day, da 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 da. Oh, by the way, here's like a million thousand things to do today. They didn't bother me at all on Monday. They didn't bother me at all on Tuesday. Like, I literally didn't hear from anyone. I hardly did any work Monday and Tuesday. And then today, my last day, everyone was crawling out of the woodwork to ask me for things. I talked about this before, but I am going to try to capture as much as I can for this weekend, the wedding weekend. And then I'll post my actual like wedding video once the videographer makes that, like however many months from now that's available. Gotta go. Here we are in the same spot yet again. Of course, my bed is not made behind me. That's just kind of how life has been lately. I think the last time you guys saw me was yesterday. I had to put this special spray in my hair and then blow dry my hair last night. So I had to do that last night, and then I have to wash it again tomorrow and blow dry it, because Saturday's my wedding and they want day 2 hair, and they want me to wash out this like treatment I put in it that's supposed to be like anti-frizz. I honestly haven't noticed a difference, but we'll see. And then this morning I got my armpits waxed, which hurt more than any other kind of wax I've ever gotten. And this morning I also got a Brazilian wax, which is where they wax everything, and my armpits hurt so bad I'm literally never waxing them again because it hurts so bad. And then after that I got my nails done, I got my fingers done, and then I got my toes done. Plain white gel pedicure on my toes because I had to, so they need to last. And then I got my nails done, so they're all but 2 of my nails are French manicure, And then the rest are like these pretty flowers. I really like them, and like they're the perfect length. Like they're not too long, they're not too short. And I said this to him, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna take my contacts out. And he was like, do you want me to make them shorter? And I was like, no, I think I'll be able to figure it out. So I'm gonna literally have to figure out a new way to take my contacts out. But I'm about to fill out my vow book. I have them all typed up and I'm going to write them in my vow book. And yeah, holy crap. Like apparently he almost took up this whole book because look how like big the spacing is on it. Like, I don't know if you can see, but like, I'm gonna write out my vows and then I'm going to actually probably edit this video. And I think that this might be one of the last clips you see from me because tomorrow is the start of the wedding weekend video. But yeah, oh my gosh. Zach and I forgot to call Red Bank. Hold on. We need to call the city we're getting married in. Give me a second. I think like 45 minutes has passed since I was last on here. I had a realization while I was sitting here and looking at the sticky notes on my desk. We didn't call the city we're getting married in to check to see like what we needed to send alongside of our marriage licenses, and it turned out that we needed an additional form to get the marriage certificates. We needed to send money. I needed to send a photocopy of my license. So this is all stuff that we didn't know we needed to send with it. I'm gonna finally get to writing these vows in the vow book, and they're already finalized on screen, don't worry, but finish writing these vows. Okay, so I finished writing my vows. I put them away in our box of stuff that we're bringing with us tomorrow to our venue. And I think that's it for this video. I mean, so when you guys are seeing this video, I'll be married, so congratulations to me. But yeah, the next thing I'm filming tomorrow is Friday the 11th, which is going to be part of my wedding weekend. So that's the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this wedding planning journey. I cannot believe that this is kind of like the last wedding planning video. Every time I film a video, I think it's going to be the last one, and then more things pop up and more details emerge, and I just am like, you know what, let me throw it in. So I think technically this video is like the week of my wedding video, but you know, a lot of random wedding planning things are thrown in here, so I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have any questions about my wedding or wedding planning or anything I talked about in this video, leave a comment down below. That's it. Like, it's time. Like, it's time now. So come back for the next video because it's going to be my wedding weekend video. Bye.